Describe the endoplasmic reticulum.
I can do that very well, sir. The endoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the production of the protein and lipid components of most of the cell's organelles. The endoplasmic reticulum contains a great amount of folds, but the membrane forms a single sheet enclosing a single closed sac. This internal space is called the endoplasmic reticulum lumen. The endoplasmic reticulum is additionally responsible for moving proteins and other carbohydrates to the Golgi apparatus, which is the organelle composed of numerous sets of smooth cisternae coated with lipid membranes, which is then directed to the plasma membrane, which separates the interior of all cells from the outside movement, and then to the lysosomes, which are cellular organelles that contain acid hydrolase enzymes, and finally wherever else is needed. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough, which is coated with ribosomes, which is a component of cells that assemble the 20 specific amino acids; then smooth, which isn't covered with ribosomes. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is the site of protein synthesis, which is then used in cells to serve diverse functions. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is where the vesicles carrying newly synthesized proteins are budded off.
Hello. The function of the endoplasmic reticulum is a network of tubules, vesicles, and sacs that are interconnected. They serve specialized functions in the cell, producing of steroid storage and production of glycogen, and the insertion of membrane proteins. Both the endoplasmic reticulum and the smooth endoplasmic reticulum have different structures and functions. The rough endoplasmic reticulum bears ribosomes during the protein synthesis stage. The cells produced by this is called oestrinae. After this, the system sends these proteins to the Golgi complex, which is then inserted into the membrane. This forms the branched reticulum that expands as the cell becomes more active in protein synthesis. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum has functions in several different metabolic processes. It is found in both animals and plants. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum consists of tubules and vesicles that branch, forming a network. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum allows increased surface area for the action or storage of key enzymes and the products of these enzymes. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum is also known for its storage and calcium ions in muscle cells.
What are the types of endoplasmic reticulums?
There are two types. There's rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Both types are present in the plant, animal, and protist cells. When looked at under a microscope, the organelles in the cell are two different locations. The two different reticulums have different structures also. The rough endoplasmic reticulum appears to be bumpy and has spots on the wall, which therefore gives its name the rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is also connected with the nucleus. Meanwhile, the smooth endoplasmic reticulum appears and look very clean. They are not interconnected like the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Instead, they look as though they have their own separate pods. Hey Johnny, what are some diseases or disorders that can occur from having a damaged endoplasmic reticulum?
There are many diseases related to the absence or dysfunction of the endoplasmic reticulum. Myelinating cells, which is an outgrowth of a type of Ullal cell, and oligodendrites, which is a cell with a few branches. When these cells are reacted on by these obstructions, the CNS and Schwann cells in the peripheral nervous system produce an enormous amount of plasma membrane during the myelination process, making them particularly susceptible to disruptions of the secretory pathway. Endoplasmic reticulum stress, initiated by the accumulation of unfolded or misfolded proteins, activates the unfolded protein response, which adapts cells to the stress. If this adaptive response is insufficient, the unfolded protein response activates an apoptotic program to eliminate the affected cells. Recent observations suggest that endoplasmic reticulum stress in myelinating cells is important in the pathogenesis of various disorders of myelin, including Charcot-Marie Tooth disease, which is a group of disorders that affects the nerves outside the brain and spine. Pelizaeus-Merzbacher disease is a rare central nervous disorder which affects coordination and intellectual function. Vanishing white matter disease causes deterioration of the central nervous system's white matter, which consists of nerve fibers. The most common disorder related to endoplasmic reticulum disorder is multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune disease that also affects the central nervous system. A better understanding of endoplasmic reticulum stress in myelinating cells can help find cures to these diseases.
Hey, Shawnee boy, can you tell me about the endoplasmic reticulums? How about some fun facts?
Why, yes. I can do that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. The endoplasmic reticulum transports the substances made around the cell so that it can be exported.
Really?
Proteins used in the cell are made by ribosomes that are free in the cytoplasm.
No way.
Golgi bodies receive substances from the endoplasmic reticulum for export.